Alright, let's try to figure. There we go. You guys can hear me now. Hope you guys are doing well. Alright. So, as I said, we are learning the basics today. The basics of recording. Let me just set this up so you guys can hear it properly. And let's apply these changes. How you doing today? It's been a while since I've seen you, so let's pull this up. Let's bring this over here. Let me bring this so I could see. All right. An evening live stream. I don't know the last time I've done one of these. So welcome. All right. So let's see. So we're doing the basics of music production. I want you guys to ask questions, and then I can answer those questions. That'll probably be the best way for me to go about it. Additionally, like I'm gonna just start talking about some stuff, and then you guys can ask questions as we go. What's up, Kiwi? What's up, Rico? How you doing? All right. So this is my song "When the Party's Over." It's the instrumental version technically, but let's see. It's all right. Don't sweat it, man. All right. So let's see. Let's start off the bat with just the very, very, very basics. What I am looking at is Logic Pro. It is called the DAW. It's a DAW. This is Logic Pro X. It's a DAW. It's a DAW. Also, which DAW stands for Digital Audio Workstation. It's where you record all your music, and it's where you can mix all your music. Like you can see that we have the mixer pulled up here. So this is called a Digital Audio Workstation, or DAW. There we go. We can even see more of them. So this is where we record everything in. There's different types of audio files that you can use. This is actually an audio file right here. If we listen, let's make sure you guys can hear that. Yep, that's an audio file. All right, and that came from a sample. Let's talk about a vocal. Where's my vocal? Hold on one second. Let me just find my vocal. Here we go. This is my vocal. Where all our friends have gone. This is a recording, so that is from actually recording into an audio interface or into some sort of microphone, like a USB microphone or an audio interface microphone, which this over here you can't really see, but there's a bunch of different audio interfaces. One of them being, I use personally the Focusrite Scarletts. That's a different type of sound you can use. Another thing that you can use is what's called Midi. And this is Midi right here. Midi is stuff that you actually play in with what's called a Midi Keyboard. And from that Midi Keyboard, you can actually control things, and you can actually control the notes in here. So for example, I could pull up a keyboard, and we hear all the things I'm playing. See that? And I can control it. And that's called Midi, and that you're able to adjust that stuff. All right, so let's just go through some basic sort of things over here. Let's talk about, I'm going to pull up something called an EQ. Let's do it on, what kind of instrument do we want to do it on? Let's do it on, let's see what this synth is. Let's see, where's the best instrument for this? Let's do it on this piano. Ready? Okay, so we have this piano right here. We're going to go through a couple different sounds. So first thing we're going to do is, let me pull up my thing over here. We're going to open up the EQ. And then I want you guys to be able to see that. So let me just add that as a window. Logic window, we're going to call this. And where is Logic? Let's see. Am I able to pull it up? Let's see. maybe we can't. I want you guys to be able to see that, but I don't know how to actually do that. Let's see, maybe there's another option. Still working out the kinks of display, maybe. Let's try display capture. Whoa, look at that. What if I now go over here? What do you guys see if I put this over here? Let's see, do you see that? Alright, so it should be fine for now. Okay, so there we go. We have a general idea. This is what's called an EQ or an equalizer. And what we have is inside of Logic, this controls frequencies. So for example, like this is the piano riff we have. Now, if we turn this off, nothing's coming out. Like nothing's changing. But we can actually adjust frequencies here. I can make this really bright sounding. Watch this. This is called an EQ. Right now I have what's called a high pass filter because the highs are passing through the filter. I'm going to do something called a low pass filter now, and that's where only the lows are passing through. What you hear very often in pop music is they will like open a filter, like you listen to like Kygo or anything like that. Watch this, we're going to open this filter. See how it's getting brighter? You can even go like this. Make it even more dramatic. Or you can even go the other way. Another option is to go the complete opposite way. Those are called EQ sweeps or automation or anything like that. This is an EQ or an equalizer. Let's talk about another effect. Another effect we would have would be called reverb. So let's see. So this is reverb, and what it does is it's a bunch of echoes that are really close together. So for you to actually hear an echo, I believe you have to be. I think it's actually like 100 feet away or 33 meters or something like that for you to actually hear a distinct echo. So when I say an echo, I mean like hey, 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 hey. Or if you're farther, the farther you get, the longer that it takes to get the echo to return. Because what an echo is when you speak, when you say something, you're releasing sound waves, and it's going and hitting something else, and the sound wave is going out from your blah 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 sound wave going boom, hits something, reflects off of it, and comes back at you, and that's what you're hearing as an echo. So that being said, when you're depending on how far you are from something, is how long it takes for the echo to come back to you. So. That being said, sorry, I was trying to see if I was frozen over there. But what was I saying? So an echo is a repetition of your sound wave depending on how far you are. That's what an actual echo is. Reverb is the reflection of your sound closer than, I think it's 100 feet. And if it's closer than 100 feet, then that means that you won't hear a distinct echo, but you'll hear something like what's called reverb. If you've ever been like in your school auditorium or any sort of auditorium or a church or anything like that, if you clap and you hear that sound, that's reverb. All right, so I appreciate you listening to my music, so thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. All right, so let's see. This is without any reverb. I'm gonna make sure that you guys can hear this properly. Okay. I can make it just a little louder. There we go. Okay. So now I'm gonna turn on the reverb and we're gonna hear it. See what it's adding? It's adding almost like an echo sort of thing. I can add a very long reverb tail. And see how long, let's listen to how long it's gonna play out for after this. Watch this. See how long it's like reverbering out for? Now if I turn this off, there's not going to be anything. See, that just ends. Look at that. Look at the difference. So that's reverb. And it's a very great tool. Let's see. I'm having trouble seeing myself over here. That's reverb. Do you guys have any questions? If you have any questions, it would be great for me to help you out with that. Let's talk about echo. So for echo, we're gonna go to a different sound. Let's go to the drums. Let's see. Where are the drums at? Okay, here are the drums. Perfect. Oh, here. Let's see what this is. That's a hi-hat. I wish I named these things. Let's find a snare. Let's see, where's a good spot? There we go. Okay, let's do that. We're gonna listen to this right here. We're gonna put it on repeat. Go like this. Now, echo, like I told you, is repetition and a reflection of your sound depending on how far you are. So we're going to hear this echo. Now, this is without anything. This is with it. See how it's repeating now? That's called echo. Why can't I feel like every time I move this, you guys still can't see me. Let's see, is this better? Do I need to move in? Oh, I'm frozen, that's why. I don't know why we're frozen over there. That's why I was like, why am I not moving? That's really funny. You guys, I guess, are able to hear me, but you can't see me. Huh. Let's turn this off. Let's see. There we go, and that would be because my phone turned off. Now you guys should be able to see me. That's really funny. Nobody said anything about that. Alright, so here we go. There we go. Alright. So we have echo going on. There's different types of echo though too. You can hear the different things. You can hear, like, you can change how fast it goes, how long it goes. You can hear how much. This echo will go on forever. This one will actually go on forever. Watch this and this. And it'll just get louder and louder and louder. That's a serious echo, huh? Huh. Okay, so that's that. Basics of music production though. Let's talk about that. What are the basics of music production? So inside of music production, I typically like to start with just like an idea. So for example, if we talk about this song, I started with this idea that we have right here. And then I took that idea. I'm like, okay, well, where do I want to go with that? You know, how do I want to add to it? How can I add to it? What can I? Is it going to be fast? Is it going to be slow? Like I could have went like, you know, with this, you know, with some snaps, you know, and then added all these other, like I could have added, like for example, let me add this. Let's go to this. I could have added something even like it totally could have went a totally different sound direction. I could have went like this. Ready? Watch. Let me actually put it in. There's a delay. Let me type it in so we can actually see. Let's see. You know, I can go with something like that. and then now it's got a totally different feel to it. So I repeat this. Let's add some closed hi-hat. Where's an open? We're gonna add an open hi-hat. So listen, this is what we got so far. See, now we got this little drum beat and it's a totally different sound. Compared to when I add all the others, you know, I like to start with an idea that I'm like, okay, where do I want to go? Do I want to go really pop? Do I want to go really like rock? You know, that do I want to add synthesizers? How do I want the melody to sound? And from there, I'll start to record my vocals, for example. Let's see. So if we go to my vocals, let's take a listen to the vocals. I will go and record these, which are here. Let's take a listen.
When the party's over, all our friends have gone, and the firecrackers finished lighting up all on, and you're feeling one day older 'cause the...
So let's answer that question, Rico. What do you mean by you find that it's sloppy? I think that first of all, it's all subjective. If you don't like it, that's all, like it's up to you. Like some people might like what you end up creating, but I really like using drum samples. But you just start with something simple. Like if you let's go back to this random pattern I made. We're gonna start completely from scratch, and you guys can see it. So we have this drum kit right here, and all I did. Let's move this up a little bit more. We're gonna go through like how to make a drum pattern. I'm gonna just start. It depends on the feel you want. So like I can go say, hey, I wanna, let's make this 4 on the floor. You know, so there we go. Now we have 4 on the floor so far. That had to this obviously doesn't sound great. This drum, we can make it sound a little better. Let's EQ some of it out. Now we're gonna talk about EQ. I'm gonna take out some of the high end. There we go. Whatever. Okay. So now we're gonna join that, and now let's add some snare. Let's go to the beginning. Let's go on 4. We'll add here. Here we go. Now we're gonna repeat that. Now we're gonna. I can feel like, watch this, right? I can hear another one right here on the end of 4. So we're gonna put one on the. We're gonna put something. Let's put a low tom on the end of 4. So now we have. We're gonna add another one. Okay, so now let's add another one right here. Let's just actually duplicate this. Now I want to be like, okay, you know what? Let me add some hi-hats. I want to add like an 8th note hi-hat. We're going to add 2 right here. Let's see, we're gonna add, let's see how this sounds. Oh, that's pretty cool. And you know what I do with hi-hats very often is I will sometimes just completely mess with them and like chop them up and just see what sounds good. So for example, I'm gonna go like this and I'm just gonna completely chop this up. I'm gonna open up my scissor tool and I'm gonna just completely mess with this until I think it sounds actually pretty cool. So let's just completely chop this up. Is that even? That's not in the center. Oh, it is in the center. Ready? Watch this. Now this is what we have. See, that's too much. So let me actually change it to how it sounds, so it can sound a little better. Let's try this. Let's take this guy out. Let's just mess around with it. Let's put this here. See, now look at that. Now let's repeat this. Actually, I'm going to take out one more of these guys. I'm going to go like this. See, now we got this now. And I'm just messing around. See, okay, you know what? I do like that. I don't like that. Let's add this guy. Let's go like this now. See, I think that's too much. Let's add some toms, though. Now, if I go back to my pencil tool, we're going to add some toms right here. See how this sounds. There we go, look at that. Now we got this. Let's add some snare. What kind of snare do we want? I like that snare. Let's add this snare. Let's go like that. And what you can literally, like if I delete this whole thing right now, watch this. I'm gonna create a new one, new MIDI region. You can start completely. I'm gonna throw random things in there, kick and snare, random. Just watch this, boom, 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 boom. Using only the kick and snare, and then I'm gonna listen back and see. Okay, I do like that. I don't like that, and then I can adjust. Watch. See, I don't like this here. Let's try this here. Let's try this here. Let's try this now. Complete random. See, now I'm gonna loop this one section so we can hear this. It's actually pretty good. Now let's just add. I'm gonna add eighth note hi-hats. Totally random. I'm gonna do two there. See, just start. You know, like music production can be hard, but it can also be just, you know, if you start adding, I'm gonna randomly see. You know, let's just see how this sounds right there. Oh, what if it sounds better? Let's delete this and let's put this over here. Let's see how that sounds. Oh, it sounds kind of cool. Now let's just do something random. Let's go boom, 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 boom. I really like these hi-hats over here. Maybe I'll take out these toms. I like that. There we go. Now let's try something. Let's go boom, 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 boom. Okay, so see now that we have that. Now there's two. I think that I want to take out a tom. Let's go like this. Let's take out this tom and this tom. Okay, let's try this. Make this a low tom. We're just messing around. It's all messing around. Now, if we repeat this. Alright, you guys can't see me again. Let's see. Sorry, my bad. Alright, let's see. Can you see me again? Can you see me again? There we go. Nobody's telling me that you can't see me. I forget that. So now if we loop this, let's... Obviously it doesn't sound amazing, but you know, it's just messing around. Alright, do we have any other questions for... You know, I'll probably stay on for like maybe like half an hour today. So if you guys have any questions, let's talk about chopping up a sample. So if you have a sound, you're like, hey, I really like this sound, and you're like, I want to see if I can use this sound, but I don't want to use the whole thing. This is a sample, for example. Say you're like, oh, I really like this kick. Let's just take this kick. Watch, they're gonna make a whole beat just based on. Then we're going to take this snare. We're going to make our own beat based on these three elements right here. We're just chopping up a sample. Okay. Deleting everything else. Now we have this kick. Let's see. We have this kick. And let's see that we... Okay, we got this. Ready? Watch. Gonna go kick, snare, and then throw this hi-hat. Let's do this guy right here. All I'm doing is chopping it up, man. And messing around with the sounds. There we go. Look at this. Let's take a listen. Now if we unsolo this, let's go like with this. Let's put in this. Go like this. It's just, see that we're taking a sound. I can take anything. I can go, let's take another, and you just chop it up and you use your creativity. So for example, let's take a listen to this. What's this? It's my vocals. Let's find the guitar pattern really quick. Where is it? Is it this? Come on. Is it this? Here we go. For example, like look at this. This was originally, this is what the whole thing was. This is a whole thing that I just chopped up. But I chopped it up and turned it into this. And what I did is I went like this. I was like, oh, okay, I like this. I like this. Let me take this. Let me cut this. Boom, boom, boom. You know, taking the sounds that I like, rearranging them. Now I'm going to go like this. Boom. Put this guy here. Boom. Put this guy here. Boom. Start on this guy. Oh, that comes in a little early. So now we have this. If we listen to just this, it sounds like this. Totally different now. So that's really, you know, music production doesn't have to be that hard. It's, you know, it's learning to be okay with just trying things and seeing what you like, what you don't like. Let's talk about last thing we have is panning. Panning is if you're wearing headphones. Is where you want to put sounds in your ears. So for example, let's listen to this bass. Listen to this bass, yeah. Now if you listen, you should hear it panning from left to right. Now you should only hear it in your left ear. Now in your right. Left. Right. And you can designate certain areas of a song, certain areas of a sound to panning and say, hey, I want this to be in the left ear, I want the guitar to be in the right ear, I want this to be over here. And not everything's right down the middle, which gives you a little bit more room and a little bit more leeway. So even if we listen over here to these noise swells, we have this. See, it's going left and right, left, right, left, right, left, right, dot, 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 dot. I can make it even more dramatic going on like this. It kind of gives you a little headache. It's very odd. But yeah. So, hope you guys enjoyed that very basics. If you guys have any more questions, I'd love to answer them. Until then, I will catch you guys next time. Hope you guys have a great restituto day. And I'm going to head out and see you later. Peace out, guys.